So if you've been a fan of the show for a little while, or a friend of the program, as they say, you've probably grasped one of the basic recurring theses of whatever it is I'm doing here, which is that negative outcomes or feelings around creative work are a result of things that you're thinking or doing. So very often that comes down to process, but it could just as easily come down to the process could work if your mindset was right. And that does not mean something like, oh, we'll have a positive attitude. It simply means like have thoughts that are productive to doing work in a way that feels right, and have a view of outcomes and goals that matches that mindset and the way that you work best. So basically it's like this, like bad outcome is a symptom of bad process. The thing that I constantly have to do though is apply that to the rest of my life and remember that shitty feelings, being sick, being tired, being stiff, being frustrated, being angry, all of that stuff, it's the same thing at work. Something that I am thinking or doing or not doing is leading me to feel that way and to achieve that particular negative outcome. And a lot of the times what we do when we actually figure it out is we try to deny that that's what's happening. We try to actually double down on what we're doing. So a really quick example, I haven't been sick in I think 2 years, and I attribute it to drinking a cup with a full squeezed lemon in it a day, which I enjoy quite a bit. As of maybe 6 weeks to 2 months ago though, I've started having like these massive kind of stomach bloat, hard distended stomach kind of issues, really unpleasant. And at first I thought it was just my stomach muscles were tight and I needed to go to the chiropractor. I went to the chiropractor. It did not really make it feel better. So my instinct was to double down. Oh, it must be worse than I thought. I must need to go to the chiropractor again. But then a day later, it's clearly not that. The chiropractor never claimed it was that, because he was actually focused on other stuff, but it's like he's gonna end up probably adjusting my stomach regardless. So whatever. All right, we're gonna pause for a second, finish this up. So I did that kind of natural instinct, like double down on my own personal thesis of what is or isn't working, rather than start to do some kind of elimination. Today, finally, I was like, okay, something I'm doing every day is giving me a stomach ache. And like my morning routine is like my coffee with butter, then a banana, then a little thing of nuts, then the lemon water. Well, the lemon water, like the stomach ache happened after the lemon water. And what I end up doing is I drink out of that same cup for hours. So this explains perhaps why I'm getting 5-6 hour stomach aches. Whatever it is, the acidity or the lemon oil or whatever it is causing that stomach ache, and I'm carrying it with me for hours. Literally, I rinse the cup out, have a normal cup of water, and already feel my stomach getting better. So I gotta take a break on the lemon water. Why did I not do this or like ask this like simple question weeks ago? Because like it's easier to just complain that my stomach hurts and be like, I don't know what's going on. My stomach hurts like every day. But it's like, I'm not sick, and it's not like ulcery. It's just like bloated, you know. And then finally you just go like, all right, what am I doing? Because I'm doing something to cause it. Now the thing is going to happen, and this is like, I'm not trying to get into some secret trip, right? Someone's going to go, but oh, what about X uncontrollable thing? X uncontrollable thing is like the outlier that proves the rule. If you get fired all the time, it's probably because of stuff that you are doing. You know, if you are miserable and frustrated and want to quit every job that you get, it's probably because of stuff that you're doing or thoughts that you're thinking. Or it could be as simple as you're not finding the right job for you. But it's like, you know, the exceptions to that, like, oh, I don't know, I was driving over a bridge and the bottom fell out and then I almost drowned and I was in the hospital for 3 months. Like, yeah, let's not blame you driving for that. But at the same time, like, that's a rare catastrophic event. The fact is, like, we have control over more things than we give ourselves credit for. And whenever someone points that out, we go into like, but what about, you know, it's like if you're talking about Buddhism, someone goes, but what about the Holocaust? Like, yo, cool out. Like, we're not talking about the Holocaust. We're talking about my stomach ache, your creative block, your frustration at work. You know, we're not talking about the Holocaust or your children unfairly dying or something like that. Assume that most things, most of the way that you feel, most of the things that are happening, you can control, you can influence. At the very least, you can influence your own reaction to them and make your life better and make yourself happier. You know, and I do this video today because I got to remind myself of that, because I apply it really religiously to creative work, but I'm not so good to applying it to my health, to my relationships, to my career. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Also, if you want to support this show, some really simple things that you can do. One, subscribe. YouTube has changed its monetization. You can't monetize videos without 1,000 subscribers. I have something like 600. So if you're watching these and you're not subscribed, please do. That will help me out. The other thing is you can go to the MVA, like motor vehicle accident, the MVA.myshopify.com, and you can buy a poster or a zine or a book or something, and that will support these activities too. All right, thanks a lot for watching as always.